Even though you read? Oh man.
I was upstream. I was seen. I stuck it. Oh god. Had a really theatrics.
My damage was right low that game, boy. Oh god. Ew. 9,000 damage, that's not damage at all.
Yo, I want to talk about Gundam Evolution. Gundam Evolution is our first person shooter. So let me just explain for the people who don't know. It's our first person shooter and is a team shooter, a team hero shooter, like in the vein of Overwatch or Team Fortress 2. So how much characters it have? Like if you could
I think it's like 10.
10.
I think so, somewhere there.
And everyone. Why are you here?
Why here? Because I get fed up hearing somebody read things to me like a book.
I kind of doing low effort. I'm doing some low effort. Doing some low effort. Right, so Gundam Evolution is a thing. So it have a very characters with different moves, different everything. So I think at least 3 of us here right now play the beta. At least play the beta for like a few hours or a few minutes or whatever. But I at least put in a good enough hours so far. I think splitting the most, right?
So far, out of it. Okay, well, I see biggest Gundam fan here, right?
Yeah.
I see the shortcomings in terms of the design of the units. Because they had to fit an archetype and be balanced and all that. Like certain things missing from some characters. But I mean that's understandable because it's a hero shooter you're making and it had to be balanced in some way now. So many buttons you can have your players pressing. But otherwise though, I think so far it's generally probably the most enjoyable first FPS I've played in an extremely long time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that could just be because it's my favorite series. But is it not a series? Is it merchandise? What do you call it?
I think it.
What do you call Pokemon? Pokemon is a series. Pokemon is a franchise. Yes, it's
it's a franchise. It's a franchise. So,
But
yeah.
I think they cover the grounds and the overall archetypes well. Like you have your front lines. Yeah, it's just your designated sniper class that literally is called a GM sniper. Yeah, your frontline bruisers that may not be tanky but could take a hit. But they deal a lot of damage. Hashtag fuck Barbatos. Everybody hate Barbatos.
Facts. For me,
I think they're well.
I'm
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No. You continue. Because I thought it was done. but what you want to say?
Right.
We can edit that.
I say the game modes themselves now. The game modes are really unique now.
Yeah.
Like it is still technically capture the point and all that, but it's a little different in some ways. I guess the waypoint system in the attack one, in the attack. I find that's cool. It's not just your spawn point. You could fight for a better spawn now, basically.
Yeah. Some of the game modes have been done in hero shooters before, but it had a kind of domination type of mode that is really, really good. I think that the one with I really don't know these stages right now because it's I've played I played enough, but I haven't learned names and things because I'm coming into Gundam and Gundam Wing, all these series kind of blind, if to be honest. I think what most interested me in this series was when Lexicon told me that hey, it's a kind of hero shooter, and I play a lot of hero shooters. I know that's not the most popular thing to say, or you get brownie points with that. I would say game first impression, it's fun, but it has some glaring issues. So we will come back to that later about that. Okay, you have anything to say about it?
I would say it's fun, but it has some balance issues.
Yeah. Okay, you have anything to say because you're in the stream right now?
And you're pretty big
About
Gundam, I think optimization kind of trashy, but that's expected, right? You can't really expect a game to have amazing optimization on its
Oh,
beat.
indeed.
You're asking a lot. You're asking a lot.
Yeah. So, my do we want to go with the positives first or the negatives?
Start with the bad news.
For me, right, Gundam, I think like how me and Kay play Overwatch. Certain things that frustrate me is how some of the abilities like comes out now. So like, because usually like let me say,
Yeah, but delay to some of them, yeah.
and even like the delay wouldn't be a issue if I could see exactly where it's being placed now. So like in Overwatch when you're using Torbjorn like turret now, you at least see an outline to say, hey, this is where it's going to be positioned now. In most of the time you don't even see it. Sometimes like I think what's the character I like to play with the rockets on? Yeah, Dom Trooper, which is landmines. No, but the landmines is what kind of thing. So when I'm when I throw out the landmines, sometimes it stick on the wall, but sometimes I want it on the floor. So I don't really even know where it's going to land. So it's a major issue that I think they could possibly fix. Optimize, like he kind of alluded to now. Optimization kind of in the best because I can remember we had to explain like we both get the same error.
It took me like 4 games on my PC to actually be able to start running it functionally.
No.
Like it would freeze. My first game was real terrible. It's like it real freeze up and everything.
Nah, but you forget the worst one when we both get the same error and we both game crash at the same time.
Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah, so I think just in general, the game so far in the like optimization, it should get I not say it should, but it hopefully should get better. And who are the developers for this game?
She's not even sure.
I really
They didn't really speak of who develop it now.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays you always say, oh, developed by so and so in collaboration with Bandai Namco, blah blah blah. Like we know it's Bandai Namco, but who is actually the development team? I'm not sure.
Development team. Let me Google. We have to Google this, bro. So I don't know, bro. Like, excuse me. For me, optimization is a huge issue. I think maybe it's also just it's out of our control because of server placement and who created the game, because they only have like 2 servers so far. I'm not sure if they would ever get like a
they really do.
Yeah, I think it's just because of who really made this, because I just want to Google this. This will get taken close. But anything else I want to talk about while I look for this, developer?
I think the game could be good, but in the end, it's so overwatchy. Like every character, so overwatchy. Not all of them.
No, not all of them.
You know, I mean, all the jokes I was making about the characters was pretty accurate.
I'm not denying that they have archetypes that they have to fill, yeah, but they remember the uniqueness of this thing it's still war at the end of the day, and it is still a hero shooter. Like even if you go to like something like Paladins, you will still find basically the same things. Like the archetypes that have to flow. But the thing that I think that drives Gundam separate from something like Overwatch is, well, yes, both Overwatch and Gundam have ultimate abilities, but the ultimate abilities in Gundam reflect what they are in the show.
Yeah.
Game changing and completely off the wall. Like look at the OG Gundam. This one's special, this one's ultimate. It's to throw a nuke basically. Just casually throwing a nuke into its 3D play space. Or look at even Salty character, Gundam Trooper. His super, he just plow through enemies while invincible for a short while. Is he doing all damage in the world? No. But he could push men off at the point now.
Yeah. The thing is with also is just like archetypes are going to be used over, especially in a hero shooter. People use Overwatch use over Team Fortress 2 archetypes. This game using over some but mixing it, like, but I find the mix is actually not bad though. Like, some of the combinations are really cool though. Like, I would be like, oh, okay. So, like, the character you just play with the healer, I think that is a really cool. Yeah.
He calls it Tracer with a turret.
Tracer with a turret. Tracer with a turret, with also with a healer. Yeah, with a healer, and I think the heal is with a mercy heal though, with a mercy heal, because you can how far you can heal. Yeah. So
I think one of the coolest things is the hover mechanic. Well, the thruster does not. I find that very cool.
I mean,
like you can just hover in place, fly around the map, all these different things.
Yeah, because
most characters have a way to like get high and hover over the enemy. Man.
Yeah, because usually
of course,
yeah, I think the movement is a big positive for this game. Like the movement. So movement on a whole was really good, because I was like, because usually sometimes people like you shouldn't really do it, but certain people like to just bunny hop while they're shooting, which I don't understand certain points of time. So not bunny hop, sorry, but just jump to like, you know, shoot and whatever.
Jump till I die, dog.
Yeah, and then it slowly just doesn't really comes up as the best strategy, but like you have like slides and there's ways to like make sure that, okay, if I'm in a gunfight and I might be losing, I can slide to the left to like a mountain or to a wall or something else. Now I think there's like a lot of movement options. So like the people, the sweats, and the people who put material.
There's like transformable units have a whole extra depth to them in terms of like motion. And those are really cool too. Though. I mean, I made the transformer once because that's like my whole favorite thing in Gundam. Like I like transformable units.
Yeah.
And you can time their transformations and hovers so that you don't have to touch the ground for like at least 20 seconds, and that's very long.
I mean, I think there's also like a give and take. A give and take with certain characters are like the glass cannon. So that's why I think did you say Gun Tank was like heated up? Because I didn't understand that, because I think Gun Tank is really good.
It's surprisingly good though.
I'm saying.
I didn't win. But I admit, Gun Tank is surprisingly good though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I was shocked when you told me what Gun Tank is actually like. People hate Gun Tank. I'm like, bro, look, he has infinite bullets. It's just like
I have one Gun Tank.
He has an overheat problem though. But I mean, that's the thing.
They give and take, bro. Because it's like, think about it, and also the lock on with the rocket. That's good. It's good. I just think a lot of
really.
Bro, his super is basically the Junkrat wheel now. So because you're left in that kind of thing. So this is why I was kind of like for the past like a few games now we played, that I was far away using my ult now, especially when everybody there now. A lot of people still don't. So
I can't play Gun Tank well because I like to either be in front or supporting the people in front. And Gun Tank isn't supposed to be up in everybody's face. That's why I just get killed with Gun Tank. Gun Tank is supposed to be like medium range, just raining shots.
Yeah. But I believe like Gun Tank has like potential to be a top character. Even though like a lot of that's just in my opinion, you know. But, like I don't really feel, you know, any type of way, or I don't really think it's just the amount of time I play.
I think one of the unsung heroes, as I get a chance to play them today, dog, is the OG Gundam, the RX-78, dog, OG Grandpa Gundam. The one that should.
The one with the lasers, the one with the. I mean.
Yeah, the one that shoot the nuke.
The nuke. I haven't get it.
Yeah, I haven't. Granddaddy Gundam, he's real cool, dog.
Yeah,
like I had to play him for one of the challenges now, and I was like, so tell me he's not that good though. Bro, that man beam rifle, you don't need to aim that, you just need to be in the general direction, honestly, for hip fire.
I mean, I just think it's probably just how I play, or probably I'm just asked. I think it could be both, but you know. It could be both.
constantly through the hammer.
Yeah. All in all, what else I could say about?
I mean,
Yeah,
top 5 characters, I would say Stupado is fucking Barbatos and Exia. Obviously, I hate them so much. Sazabi, which is the big red one that's been on the front line all the time.
Yeah.
And Dom. Straight up, top 5. That's the top 5 there.
Top 5?
Barbatos, Exia, Sazabi, and Dom. Dom, which one you just play?
Yeah.
And this time, well, of course, this time.
No, because I think like people sleep in that. I look, if I'm not mistaken, that Dom Trooper have freaking splash damage though.
Yeah, no, he does.
Yeah.
Don't have to aim at you, don't just have to aim in your general direction.
Boop. Psh. Boop. hit him for 6 on everything though. Man. So who you think needs some help in the if you had to make a patch, bro?
Character? I think all the characters have something good to them, honestly.
Yeah.
I think if I want Methodus to get a little bit of a damage buff. That's just personally, though.
Yeah.
But he's a healer, so I can't really be too mad about that now.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to play Turney. I feel like the GM, the other support unit, I feel like we need a little bit of a downside or something. Like if you do have the shield equipped on it.
Oh, I mean, but I find like shields, bro. Like shields just be so weird, bro. It does annoy me, bro. Like I just say it weird because it annoys me, bro. Because here they go pew 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 every time, annoys me, bro.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah. Because I have never played a shield character in the game as yet, and I feel I might do that if we go in and play tonight after the stream. Because I wish I could stream it now, though. I really wish I had my internet now, so I could just stream it, But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
No.
Like say Barbados, let's let our known to the world.
Yeah. But I think right now it's just to see what else.
Chasing me though. You need this character though.
Oh, you're playing now. I forget this one playing now.
Yeah, I'm playing right now.
So what? In terms of like content,
The map. What do you think about the map so far? I find the maps on them real good.
The maps?
Like they're very wide and they have multiple attack routes and all these different things.
Yeah. I think generally the
Some maps, yeah, but that's because of the people that they represent now.
Yeah. I just think maps, like just maps in general, is I think it's fine. Like the maps in general is so good. Like I think it's not as bad.
Yeah, you was telling me that Overwatch maps compared to this Overwatch could take some hints from this game.
No, because in my opinion, I think it's the amount of like verticality and the amount of different options. Because like Overwatch has its options and its certain maps and everything. But I also think that like even though it's like certain maps are quote unquote similar, like how me and Kay make fun that this is basically Volskaya Industries, but just in
Volskaya Industries.
It's basically in Gundam Evolution. But I think there's certain maps, I can't remember the map, but there's certain maps that there's like a lot of different ways that you can go through the point and thing. But I also just think maybe in general it's just maybe I will feel different when the game is released, because I think also just I think it also is like we also have this honeymoon period with the game and we might not see the flaws right now. But personally, I just like taking it in for what it is though, because I think like for casual, like if you just want a little casual shooter to just play with your friends and thing, the gun spreads for most of the guns are really simple and really easy to get behind. So you don't need to learn. So you don't need to learn to flick your mouse.
Somebody don't even have a gun spread. Some of them is just straight lines.
Yeah,
like Methodus. have almost no recoil. You just aim wherever you aim, and that is where that bullet goes.
No.
Units, dog. I tried the sniper, and still sniping is not for me, though. Sniping is just.
I haven't tried them as yet because I want to know how bad it is because I'm terrible with a sniper. Any game I play, I like a little SMG, I like a little AK, like a little assault rifle and thing, you know. So I would say, what could I do in terms of just like what else we could talk about first impressions, because like even if how we bouncing off right now, we could I could edit in post.
What units you do like right now? Like, honest, like to play against, really. I mean, mine is just Barbatos because that boy too fucking mobile, but that's just me.
I want to learn him though because I think he's disgusting.
I hate him more than I hate the other mobile character, Exia. Exia, I can do it. Exia, I can't deal with Barbatos though.
Both of them just feel the same to me. Sorry, because
all you have to do is dodge his stun, right? No, I'll say that like it's easy.
It's not easy. It's not.
But you have to do that. You just jump high.
Yeah. But I real trying to like. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was playing Ashimara, which is the transformer one, not the healer one, the other one, right?
Yeah.
And this Barbatos man keep trying to hunt me down, but he keep barely failing now, and I keep escaping because I would transform and fly up from the time I see him coming, so he can't stun me, right?
Yeah.
And at one point he finally catch me, he stunned me, but he missed his swing. And as he stunned well, I just jump over and punch his lights out with one quick punch and he died. And then I just see Barbatos has left the game and I was like, this one really rage quit off of me, dog.
Yeah.
Because he carried me, dog. Imagine.
No, you're playing against NA players, bro.
Exactly. I was now gonna say that NA players are the most garbage almost all of them. Especially in game, them NA players be doing all kind of shit for this game. NA just are terrible.
Yeah. This man going off free. Shout out to the real producer K though. He daily slammed for NA. Yeah.
I have on NA players, right? That
people the boys shot me, surprisingly.
No.
Ironically, the first one who did it, he was like, well, GG, I have a terrible team against you.
Yeah.
He's not being tough. He's not like give advice. He's like, alright, here what to do. Let's get so and so over on this point, yada. And we end up winning the wrong now.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
No, that does happen all the time.
Looks like we're gonna try this on the next round. Keep this guy alive, so and so, go back the same units we had just now, and we will try our thing. And we win. I mean, he won the game. That's not necessarily true. I mean, yes, he had great shot calling, but I was keeping everybody alive, you know, as a good support.
Yeah. No, but I did overwatch the Paladin syndrome now. Because it's like, that is how a lot of them men used to like talk and things. It's like, they will lose like 2 points straight, and like you could always come back now, because like people free to realize that these type of games, you could get snowballed, like I think that was what we called it, snowball, into like losing that round. Yeah. But at the same time, a lot of the people be like, you know what, we get snowball this once, we go in and just go have a bad time the next game, especially if you play defense, because I will be real, some people don't know how to play defense, but they know how to play offense.
I hate to play defense, because men don't know how to hold our point. To understand how. That was like last night I was playing that. You know, in this game when you're playing attack and defense for the point capture, right?
Yeah.
If you're on attack, you get a head start to secure a location now. Right? Like you can go straight to the enemy basically hunting if you want.
Yeah.
That generally is not the best idea though. You don't want to be with the enemy spawning in this game, because you can't kill them in the spawn, but they can kill you from inside the spawn.
Yeah.
Some men rushing up or whatever, and they immediately get a team wipe, and a man just type in chat, yeah, I can tell you that was a bad idea, but y'all didn't want to listen to me now. And I was like, no, honestly, I agree with him. Like, everybody want to play this spawn peak, this spawn camp, but that can't
that don't work.
That can't work.
No, because you need to hold like a kind of corridor. So because at the end,
that's why I just win so much games. on attack, right? Especially ones where you have to like destroy an objective.
Yeah,
I just pick the transformable one that is always pick, fly up real high and over them, and sneak past and go arm the bomb them.
yeah.
Because Mendes just be up in my spawn and then they had to run all the way back to try and stop me. And even if they succeed in stopping me, now my team has to push up because all them leave where they was to try and stop the bomb.
Yeah.
As KSA, NA players. They
NA
not that much
player.
of a break.
No. Ooh, look how any player's gonna feel offended. I gotta put this in.
Like, I am an NA player. It's a true fact. It's a truth.
No, but what do you think should be added in the game though? Like, because this is our first impressions, but we want to know what we could.
I think it could be added.
Yeah, what do you think it could be added, man?
I would like to see space battles.
Space battle.
Because that's because Gundam is kind of like Star Wars. Mendes
yeah.
all the time now, right? Like in 0G. I would like to see like at least one map with that as a thing.
I was also like, when I first heard about it, I say, you know what, we might get a little space map there and thing, and I was like kind of disappointed that we didn't get one, or maybe that is in the other game.
Space map, where like you could jump between battleships and things. That's what I would like to see.
But I'm not sure if that will be in the scope now, and especially if that would be kind of difficult. So I think the next game that they're coming out, if anything, if
Battle Operation, which is the one that has the demo next week.
Yeah, if anything, we'll play that.
Battles. That one is real fun. I can't wait to try that one.
Yeah, we will try it because I think we both get in, if not mistaken. If we don't, whatever.
I got it.
Yeah. Bias from any final thoughts, like from both of all, because I have my final thoughts after. So
bring Wing Zero, bring Ifrit Custom. That's the one I want the most. Give me Ifrit Custom. I wanna run in with the two big swords swinging though. Please, I beg.
I would
more transformable unit as not strictly like support.
Okay. K, with the limited time you play this game, what you have to say?
And I remember playing for like what 12 hours.
I'm not really saying anything because I don't really play the game like that, you know.
Okay. For me, I just think I am predicting this game might have a dedicated fan base, but it also depends on when the public perception of the game now, and seeing if people are just going to write it off.
If a game is like at it like as Dragon Ball Fighters, right? People started it for the property that it was based on, Dragon Ball. But it stayed because it was still also a good game, or not? That's the thing. That is what this needs to be now.
No, but also
like Gundam, you have your dedicated fan base. But if it's also a fun shooter, you'll get many people who don't even know what Gundam is willing to try.
Yeah, if it's fun for the free to play and thing, but also this market kinda saturated now too. Now. This market with like, you know.
But you see the advantage that it's free to play and it actually have
fun. If I'm still having fun with like the people who coming in after this Netflix test, because if I could say that it might get stigma, like it might get the stigma of just being a next hero shooter, and a lot of people are. No, I'm not meaning like not Overwatch clones, but like in the vein of like an Apex, in the vein of like people have like abilities and everything. So I will also people would just be like, alright, I'm not really on that type of timing. So that is why a lot of people like initially like jump on Halo now, because they just want like regular thing without the abilities and thing, which I personally think I could play both. I would generally just play both, and depends on things. So I just think the market is like there's a lot of things. So if we talk in hero shooters or like, you know, people with abilities, you could put Siege, you could put a ton of games right now in the market that have your time. So I would say I'm on a wait and see approach with this game though, because there's so much that we could do. There's so much that we could talk about.
I know I will play this silly last game.
Yeah,
Now me and you. I will be on board.
Now me and you, we gonna play until there are 10 people in this server. No, I'm enjoying this game. So I think this might be a stream game. Like if I have nothing to play, this might be a stream game to play with. Just have fun and thing, because I'm not doing this to like get super, like, who knows. But I really not like in the mindset of trying to get this super like sweaty. So to end it off and probably to end it
I
off.
still hate Barbados so much.
the man had to say that before I have to get my intro, but outro.
Nah, I have to say it though, because I'm literally getting wrecked by one right now.
Yeah. So at the end, I would say I'm waiting for like open beta, or if the game just released right after this network test, to see how the legs is.
I wish it released right after this network, simply because I want more. I want to play more.
Yeah. So with that,
I mean, obviously I got me because I gotta take feedback and all that.
Yeah, a lot of feedback and things. So anything else before I wrap it up, and for the YouTube monsters need to see this.
The YouTube monster.
Yeah. So anything else before But
I think I could.
Yeah, so just to wrap it up, we enjoying the game. I just think if anything, give it a try. And if you don't like it because it's a hero shooter or whatever, then yeah. But at the same time, I say it's a decent. I find it's one of the better hero shooters that came out recently, though. But that's just me. So with all that, we outside. Hit them with the gunshots.
Yeah, gun. I'm now blasting on the sky.
We'll put that at the end.